than I, and he told me this was so.
At that moment, a coach came rolling up, stuffed with boys and drawn by 20 little donkeys with kid shoes on their feet. Carrot Top and all his friends clambered aboard and called to Pinocchio to come. And the jolly coachman called too.
Come on, young fellas. I can't wait. Are you coming or staying behind?
The coachman cracked his whip as he spoke. Just as the wheels of the coach began to turn, Pinocchio hopped aboard. Soon they came to the land of fools. It was the most crowded country Pinocchio had ever seen. Sure enough, however, everything there was just as silly as Carrot Top had said it would be. One day, Pinocchio noticed that his ears were growing longer. The next day, he looked in the mirror again and saw that they had become real donkey's ears. And then he looked at his feet, and under his little white kid shoes, he had hooves, just like a donkey's. And Carrot Top and all his friends had donkey ears and donkey hooves, just like Pinocchio. They opened their mouths to speak, and all they could say was, hee-haw, hee-haw. When he heard the hee-haws, the jolly coachman came back again.
So you have become donkeys too, have you? Well, then, now's the time to sell you to the circus. I think you'll fetch a fair price, my little donkeys.
And sell them he did that very day. The circus man took them away and trained them to run in a troupe in his show and do tricks. The trumpets would blare. The ringmaster would crack his whip, and into the circus the troupe of donkeys would come trotting.
Around and around and around in the circus, the poor little donkeys must gallop each day. Around and around and around in the circus, but never, oh never to gallop away. Around and around and around in the circus, we hear the whip crack and we're bound to obey. Around and around and around in the circus, but never, oh never to gallop away. Far over the mountains and over the valley and over the river we run if we could. And over the flowers and over the furrows and over the meadow and into the wood. But now it's around and around in the circus, we poor little donkeys must gallop each day. Around and around and around in the circus, but never, oh never to gallop away.
And so it went on, day after day, as the circus traveled from town to town. But one day, Pinocchio hurt his foot, and the ringmaster decided Pinocchio couldn't work in the circus any longer. He sold Pinocchio, who was still a donkey, to a farmer. Pinocchio stayed with the farmer all summer. And one day, when Pinocchio's foot was better, the farmer hitched him to a beautiful donkey cart and drove to the fair, where all the people were singing and dancing.
Clap hands and sing, and in a merry ring, come dancing to the music as the pipers play. Our work is done, it's time for everyone to join us in a happy farmer's holiday. Our sheep are shorn, we've gathered in our corn. Clap hands and sing, and in a merry ring, together we will dance the harvest day away.
Pinocchio watched as the villagers and farmers sang and danced. Sadly, he stared out to sea and thought of his father, Geppetto.